Hey toy fans, Aaron here. Tonight going to take a look at the 3 3/4 inch Val Mimban figure. Why Hasbro is calling this the Mimban outfit, I have no idea, because this is what her Mimban outfit looks like. Now hopefully we get a release of that figure, that'd be nice. But instead the figure that we're getting here is reflective of her Vandor 1 outfit. So let's head to the table and check this one out. Quick look at the packaging, and Val does, of course, come on that solo branded card. Nice photo of her along the right side of the card, and further right you can see that Val Mimban name that I was talking about. Through the blister, of course, you see the figure with the included accessory, and then that ForceLink 2.0 advertisement down at the bottom. Side of the packaging, that little cardboard insert continues, just showing the hand with the ForceLink gauntlet along with the figure. And on the back side, nothing really special happening here. Top half is just that same photo of a hand holding the figure, showing off the ForceLink 2.0 functionality. And then on the right, you got the advertisement for the starter set. Rest of that card is just a bunch of legal information. And now taking a look at the figure out of the packaging, you know, this isn't too bad of a looking figure. Overall nice detailing to the uniform going on, and the paint job isn't all that bad either. Going in on the head sculpt, you know, the hair is sculpted as it should be, looks quite representative of how she looked in the movie. This piece is separately sculpted and attached on, so at least here you don't have to worry about any bad paint lines or anything like that. Through the face, there is a little bit of wonkiness going on, at least on my figure. As I always say, yours might vary what you find in the store, but her right eye, left as you're looking at it on the screen, is painted a little bit too high on mine. Even the one that I left in the packaging is raised just a little bit, but not as extreme as this one. The rest of what little bit of painting you do get on the face, though, is looking alright, though. Around the neck, she does have her goggles sculpted in. Very hard to make out. It really blends in with that fur collar, and it doesn't help that the lenses of these goggles are painted white. I wish there was a little bit more separation there. Otherwise, what you have with that is just that smooth plastic compared to the ruffled fur wrapped around that. Getting to the midsection itself of the figure, decent sculpting, nice texturing in the plastic of the uniform. All these little red lines of cabling that are running down the shoulders, across the chest. Nice paint job to that. Everything's pretty much staying within the lines here. Even that little silver bit that you're seeing running across the chest looks alright. And then of course that little fur scarf keeps running down the front. The shoulders of the figure, like I already mentioned, you got those red lines there for the cabling. The silver cuffs on each arm does have nice bits of sculpting and detailing in there. Getting to the gloves of the figure, still you got some decent sculpting in there, and even that red cabling, well, in this case, there's no additional painting on the gloves, so it's all brown. You can see that sculpting carry through to the fingers, though. Taking a quick look at the back side of the figure, there's this little gray piece of plastic that's separately sculpted with a rather soft hose running from that box to the bicep of the arm. Through the waist, you got a little brown belt with like this apron on the back side. Just a touch of silver painting at the buckle. And then you can see this red rope going from that buckle strapped around to the back side of the belt. Here too, the red painting is looking quite alright. And then within the sculpting on the top of the thighs and kind of wrapping around, those brown straps carry on. And while the bulk of that belt and that apron in the back is separately sculpted and attached, these straps, as I said, it is sculpted onto the thighs. And that brown painting, while it does match quite well, and while the color of that painted brown does match the brown of the molded plastic very nicely, it just doesn't even look like they tried to stay within the lines of those sculpted straps when applying the paint. Going down the rest of her legs, you got a little bit of knee pad sculpted in, a few wrinkles here and there for the fabric, and then getting to the boots, you got some similar texture that you had on the top half of her uniform, matched down here at the bottom. As for articulation, everything's pretty straightforward. The head's on a ball joint, so you get your swiveling. You're going to get a little bit of up and down movement, and even some bobbing side to side. Now at the shoulders, her left arm, you're not going to have any problems doing a 360 rotation if you wanted to. But her right arm, with this wire running from this little back piece to her bicep, I mean, it's not going to hinder your motion that much. You're able to get it going straight above her head, all the way back. You know, just don't sit there and spin it 360, or you're going to just pop this right out of one of these parts here. At the wrist area, both the hands are going to swivel, and then your legs are going to come straight out, but nothing really going back. Just, you know, a tiny smidge there. As far as accessories, she does come with a single blaster. You know, I really thought she used a sniper rifle of some sort in the movie, or at least there was more to it than what we're getting here. This does match up a little bit, though, with what was shown on the front of the card for this figure. You're just not getting a shoulder strap or anything, as it was shown there. Overall, it's a decent-looking sculpt with just a little bit of detail here and there, like it's, you know, just gives it a little bit of life. Aside from that, it's just a gray piece of plastic, no special weathering or any other paint detailing to it. And no problem with this being held in her right hand. And here's a listen at the ForceLink sounds for Val.
Here comes a world of hurt. You're asking for it. Incoming enemy troops. Let's give him a good thumping.
And then when you slide that figure forward, you get your blaster sounds, and then tapping during that time gets you these additional lines of dialogue.
you got. I can't hold them off on my own forever.
And so those were the sounds we got with this figure. I don't know. I'm not overly impressed. You can clearly tell that it's a voice actor, but it is what it is, I guess. So overall, this is relatively a basic figure, but I think it's got a decent sculpt, a decent paint job going on. Just a couple minor things, you know, with that one eye being up too high. And like I said, I would have liked the goggles getting a better separation from that white scarf. You know, give the lenses just a little bit of different painting. But that part is relatively minor. I think it's still a pretty good figure nonetheless. And that wraps up this look at the Val figure. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching.